Hey there guys, it's Salas, and welcome back to Retro Wednesdays. This week we're following up from our series episode last week on Toejam and Earl. This is Toejam and Earl 2, Panic on Funkatron. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Now, I have no friends, so we're playing as just Toejam again. Because Toejam is the cooler of the two aliens, of course. Alright, welcome to Funkatron, people. You can tell it's aliens because they have green palm trees. Now, by the way, this may disturb some people, but I am raping a tree. So I look in a bush, I rape a tree. It's weird all on its own. It's like a whole new breed of weird. Blah blah blah, game tips, speak to a fountain, yes we know. Apparently there's something in this bush, so let's have a look. And it's a button. We push the button, and we find that this orange squid who seems to be winking at me suggestively has something to say. Move him out of the way, and we get another button. There's a lot of this, by the way. This happens a lot. Right, I've got 10 coins. You'll see what they're for in a minute. If you didn't want me to touch you, you shouldn't be winking at me. Right, let's rape a tree again. And as you can see, not all trees, when raped, respond with presents. Some of them respond with tyres and cause you pain. Good on you, trees. Defend yourself from this alien rapist. With 3 legs. Saying nothing. And this, by the way, is actually a really cool thing. You got this fungus all over the place, like Super Mario Brothers style. As in the movie. And it is like a trampoline. I call it freaky fungus. Although the game would have you believe it's funky fungus. And that is basically all it's used for. It's a trampoline. Right, give me that burger. Now you may have just seen there was a present running away from me. Again, that happens a lot too. The only way to catch them is to land on them. And this is an Earthling. This is what the plot is. After your adventures on Earth in the last game, the Earthlings decide to follow you home. So I spent the entire game rebuilding a spaceship when the people of Earth already had one. I don't understand it either. And unlike the first game as well, these presents, there's only about 4 or 5 models for the presents, so they can contain anything. And they do frequently contain anything. Right, now this is where the freaky fungus has to be used to my advantage. Because as you can see, by that little arrow on the hotbar, there's an Earthling up here. So you have to learn to use the power of the freaky fungus to throw jars at this girl. And this boy. I swear to God there are actually more Earthlings in this game, and I will show you some of the funnier ones. Okay, I've got all Earthlings in jars. Time to eat some cake. And get a floating presents. I also want to show you some of the other funky stuff that's in this game. Not meaning to use the word funk too much here, but it's got to be done. I like this as well. If you jump too early, you physically hit an invisible wall. And I could do that all day. I really could. Let's get out of the water. Swimming is still in the game. This is one of the more annoying features of this game as well. Put a coin in the meter, and you can dance. Now, I'll explain what this does in a minute. Now, as you can see, all these words have one letter highlighted. That's to correspond to the relevant letter on the original Genesis pad. And apparently I'm looking very fly, so we're doing it again, exactly the same thing again. No, we're not. And as you can see, I am awesome, so I get funk. You are the very definition of cool, Toejam. Thank you, strange alien creature. This is the rocket. This is how you get rid of the Earthlings that have invaded your planet. You put them on a rocket, aim it at Earth, and launch them into space. Because apparently, pickle jars can hold humans. Did you get all the Earthlings? Yep, sure did. Okay, get ready. Ready. Brilliant, I love it. I absolutely love it. Love everything about it. Splat. You can't skip these, by the way. Every time you end a level, you're going to get a splat. Welcome to Homie Street. Now, as you can see, Homie Street is full of aliens. But this guy is evil. If you don't cover your eyes, you get blinded. Have a jar in your ass. Oh. I must have cake. And that's what happens when you die. You enter a vortex of entropy. Right, that's camera guy out the way. Searching through the garbage. Oh, here we are, little girl again. I'm on an alien planet unsupervised. Wow. Right, these super jars, by the way, are a one-hit capture. They're very, very useful. Like so. But you only have a limited supply of them. Another cool feature of this is bubble riding. That's right, you can ride bubbles. Not very well, but you can ride them. And I got 4 funk for doing so. So, let's continue on through Homie Street, and I'm going to have that flying burger. Because sacred burgers are awesome. Ice cream. Buy another ice cream. And buy another ice cream. Oh, construction worker. He has a drill and it hurts. Okay, push button. Takes me back up to the top. Thank you very much, game. You trolled me a treat. Oh no, it's another one of them dancing things. Now, apparently somewhere around here is... Aha! Earthling! Deal with it. Now, before we continue on, allow me to show you something that's actually worse than raping trees and getting presents. This is where I think the game takes the wrong meter very much over the limits. First, eat some floating cake. That's not the wrong thing. This is. How you behave underwater. Obviously, just like any organic life form, Toejam needs oxygen. How do you get oxygen underwater? You make out with fish. I honestly wish I was kidding, but I'm not. And what do you get for making out with fish? You get straight to hell. That's a perfect metaphor. You make out with fish, you end up in hell. And yes, fire hurts. Now, while I was underwater, as you may have noticed, I picked up something called Panic. No, that's not an obvious pun on the name of this game. But I will show you what that does when I can find an Earthling to test it on. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, my booty. Burn my ass. Right, that one ran away. That one ran away. And you will not... Oh, fire. Right, like I said, the only way to catch these is to land on them. And they gave me points for no reason. Okay. So... And apparently hell has an exit directly into a nice pretty meadow.
Alright.
With presents and ice cream.
Alright.
Why does Toejam sound like a dog when he gets injured? Now, as you can see, this guy is incredibly hard to take down because they fly. There we go. Your flying privileges have been revoked. And as you can see by my arrow, I still have one more Earthling to capture. But I'll show you what happens if you go to the rocket pad before your time. You ready to go to the next level? Yep. Did you get all the Earthlings here? Yep, sure did, you lying bastard. What about the 3 you missed? Oh right, those. I'll just wait here till you get back. I'm on minimum wage, all I'm paid to do is pull this lever and fling you into outer space. See, you can't get away with lying in this game. Probably one of the best things about it. You can't just lie your way to the end of the level. Sorry, I couldn't resist doing that again. Right, welcome back to hell. Because where else was I going to go? Back underwater. Got my super jars back. And I've got a Funkatron. These are very fun. And I will endeavour to show you those as well. Come here, you present. Well, I said present, not peasant. And I got another panic button for that. Just refresh that for me. Before I burn my booty. Okay, so we're going to go back this way, apparently. See what I mean about these things can contain almost anything. Right, welcome back to the Underfunk. Does that extinguish that fire over there? Yes, it does. Give me your cake. Cake is important. It is not a lie. Oh, ow. I'm so bad when I'm commentating. Right, let's go back down here. Here we are. He can't resist himself. I didn't even tell it to. It just happens in spite of you. Sees a fish and thinks, wow, that is one hot fish. I'm not gonna go after the other one. Because there's only so much wrong I think this video will be able to withstand. Quickly. Present me. No, I want the presents. No, must have presents. And I got stuck in a wall. I got super jars again. Okay. Right, here we go. Right, this is how you activate the funk vacuum. You go into the pause menu. And you press the C button, and this happens. I'm not kidding, this is the best thing ever with it. It will auto jar any Earthling within range. And that was all the Earthlings I had to capture, by the way. A woman and 2 dogs. But I did get another funk vac, so we're okay. This is something else the game tends to throw at you quite a lot. Walls that aren't really walls. Or bubble riding skills. They told me I couldn't ride the bubble. I, of course, beg to differ. No! Right, back down into the water. This can only call for one thing. Wow, that's a hot fish. Seriously, this game just, like... I think it misses quite a lot of the charm of the original Toejam and Earl, but it just replaces it with stupid things. Some of the humour's still there, but... And the sad thing is more people are familiar with this than the original. I found that out because I was looking at the comments from my video on the original Toejam and Earl, and most people were like, oh, I've only played Toejam and Earl 2. And I was like, what? I thought you are so deprived. I honestly felt sorry for them. Out of my way, flames of hell. There we are, problem solved. Right, now back up to the nice friendly meadow on the other side of hell. Not quite sure what it's supposed to represent, but you know. So there's a meadow on the other side of hell. Sorry. I love it. Right, throw the humans in. Now going to appease Mr. Minimum Wage springy catapult person. You have to go through this conversation every time as well, by the way. Welcome to level 3, Lower Funky Town. Oh yes, I will take me down to Funky Town. Put a coin in the meter and aha, right. This is what the Funky Fungus is really for. These are judges. And if you can reach a certain number of points, you get an extra life. So it's always really good to collect these judge scores. And as you can see, the one in the middle looks really miserable, like a lot of things are going wrong in her life. And yet it's the derpy guy in the blue who gave me the lowest score. Thanks a lot, judgmental idiots. Right, apparently there's a little girl around here somewhere. I'm just having sex with a tree. Oh, I forgot to store super jars from the last level. Whoops. Let's move this winking stone at me. Human. As you can see, if the human's under a manhole cover, they will occasionally peek their eyes out from underneath. Feel the power of my super jars. Right, before we go any further, I think it's here. Yeah. When I brought up the pause menu earlier, you saw something called Funk Scan. If you activate it, you can see these multicoloured doorways in some walls. And where do they take you? Why, to the moon, of course. With a weird obelisk. Okay, it's official. There must be water on the moon because there's mermaids. Yes, blah blah blah. Let's speed through this. Basically, long and short, every time I find one of these magical rooms, she'll come and give me a power. This level's power, infinite coins. And boy, do you need them. Why not infinite cake? I don't know, but... Alright, let's get me some presents. Timed presents. These are fun as hell. Not so much for the actual conversation, which is just like exposition for the plot, which I'm not going to spoil because I think everyone should play this game. But the fact you can ring it again... Did you ring my doorbell again? Wasn't me. Oh, damn it, those pesky earthlings. And you can keep ringing the bell as many times as you want, and it'll just keep getting blamed on earthlings. Oh, these are fun. This teleports you to the... Thank you very much, voiceover guy. The Hyperfunk Zone is... It's a bit like the Phantom Zone, only better. You have to collect clocks, avoid the green apples, which are vortexes back to the real world. And you can collect presents. Now, the presents in here are normally better than the presents in the overworld. Avoid that because it makes you run really fast, and I don't have good reaction time at the best of times. Present apple. So in here is where you're more likely to get like funk vacs and panic buttons and like super jars and stuff. So it's really good to jump into these as soon as they appear, and they'll appear kind of randomly throughout the game, as well as when you pay money to enter the Hyperfunk Zone. Oh, I missed the clock. Go on, slide into it, slide. Oh, no. But yeah, that's the Hyperfunk Zone. Oh, bowling ball. Trash can. Ow. Hello, little alien friend who seems to have a ball. Anything under you? Move out of the way, alien. Oh, you're just going to jump on top of the rock. You know that makes it heavier, right? Yeah, make me work harder. Now, when things like that happen, it's just proof to me that this is designed for two-player. As you can see, Earl's health bar is 0. Right, capture that earthling. Okay, death from above, apparently. And never been more true. Right, capture the green witch. Cake! Present! Hooray! Right, let's continue on. Upper Funky Town. See, I think they've missed a trick here. Listen to the music. This doesn't sound anything like Funky Town. The Boogeyman does make a return from the first game, and still is invisible. So, thanks a lot, Toejam and Earl. Have some of that. And feed me ice cream from this tree. Life lesson here, kids. If you rape a tree, you get treats. And I've just used my last super jar. Come on. Try to nail you with jars. 1, 2. Under here, maybe? Nope, that's a present. I don't want a present from the sewers. I prefer to rape trees and get my presents. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, it's you. There we go. Now, as you can see, I've got 46 funk, and every time you use this funky slide maneuver, it uses 1 funk. Oh. Do not adjust your set. There is nothing wrong with this picture. Oh, TJ, it's just you. I was afraid to open the door. Why? Don't tell me you didn't notice. Notice what? When the colour leaves Funkatron, it's the funk. It's disappearing. No, it's not. It's in my pockets. Oh, I'm just too upset to talk. Thanks, Exposition Fairy. Right, this guy, as you've seen by opening his bush, I just got attacked by a garbage can. But once you talk to him, he fills it with presents. Lovely, lovely presents. No, I don't avoid the bubble. Because apparently there's something down here. Okay, let's funk slide through here. Yes? My name is TJ, and I was... No thanks, don't want any. Apparently door-to-door salesmen are just as much of a problem on this planet as they are on ours. It's good to know. And teleport, there we are. Right, I'll show you what the panic button does. Now. As you can see, it makes you go nuts throwing jars everywhere, hitting any earthling within range. And it gave me extra life because I've got so many points. Points of panic. And I've got another bubble riding section. Thanks, game. Land on the bubble, land on the bubble. There we are. Let's go for this one. Oh. Hello. Now what if I was to press this one? Okay. Right, let's stay above the water level. Okay, it's two boogeymen there. One there. And no way to get to them. Interesting. Oh, hyperfunk zone. But not after, not before it. Right, this is what I wanted to show you. This is one of the enemies in this game. A naked man who lives in a box and sings opera at you. I was asked to show that particular enemy by my best friend's fiance, and I would not be forgiven if I didn't. Because for some reason it's her favourite. Don't ask me why, but I've just gone to the funk vac, so I'm okay. Alley-oop. No, jump, fool. This game is, like, starting to grate now because the controls are not quite so funky. Oh, pressed the wrong button and funk slid off the side. And as you may have noticed by now, this video is going to be 30 minutes instead of 20 because a lot of people have requested Toejam and Earl 2, and I figured I may as well reward them with a longer video. There we go, jar you. No, I don't want to go to the hyperfunk zone. I want to capture boogeymen. And there's only one way to catch them correctly, with a vacuum cleaner. Goodbye. And I'm going to go this way now. Progress. We're making it.
Alright, alright.
Okay. Keep going this way, according to my arrow. And there's someone here. Oh. Dogs. Panic button! Because why not? Oh! Have a jar in the face. Blue Rock Boulevard. I shall not tolerate the boogeyman.
Alright. Cool.
Thank you for the burger. Okay, we'll go downstairs. And this way. Oh, not this guy again. Have some jars. I shall pickle you. Oh, that sucked. Well, I think that's a good place to leave this episode. But yeah, Toejam and Earl 2, Panic on Funkatron. Currently available on the Wii Virtual Store, along with Toejam and Earl 1, which I highly recommend you pick up as well. and it's also on Steam as part of the Sega Mega Drive Classic Collections. So yeah, really good game, bit funny and just a little bit weird. So, until I speak to you again, I've been Salas, he's been raping trees, and I will see you next time.